Hello. Let me see if I can get this right. Welcome to Progress Vlogs. A series of videos where I document my efforts to improve my life and myself. So, this is one of the early times I'll be talking to you. The funny thing is, I have been making other YouTube videos for a few years now, so I'm not uncomfortable talking to a camera, but I guess I am uncomfortable talking about my efforts, or I don't know. I have a hard time talking about work that I do, I guess. I don't know. I'll probably think about that later. But yeah, so this is gonna be a little awkward for me. Hopefully I will improve over time.
자격이 있어 그런 말은 하지마 제발 그 말이 더 아픈 거.
So, didn't make it to the final round, but I was already happy just to make it to the second round, just to have another chance at performing better. And I did do a lot better today, and that's all I was going for, and I'm really happy about it. I was able to actually breathe a little bit better. I'm sure I can work on it, and I actually enjoyed my performance today, so you know, for me that was like a huge win. The only thing that disappointed me is that there was like a child prodigy that me and my friends were rooting for. He was like a 11-year-old boy, and he sung old Michael Jackson songs from when Michael Jackson was a kid, and he sung them perfectly and beautifully and didn't miss one freaking note both days, yesterday and today. And he didn't make it to the final round, and that made me so upset. So upset just because one of the people that did make it to the final round, for his second song, he wasn't even singing, he wasn't being serious. A female K-pop song, and there's nothing wrong with that, but he wasn't singing it at all. He was just kind of doing the cutesy moves with it. And I don't know, maybe he brought a lot of his friends because it was an open vote. Maybe a lot of people just like him being cutesy. I only felt so sad because the kid looked so sad that he didn't make it to the final round, but that kid's going places. That was this weekend's little adventure. I think I made a little bit of progress in my self-improvement, so that's nice. I guess my purpose for these vlogs is not only for myself, but you know, if I get to a good place, that these will kind of leave a trail of breadcrumbs or some insight for other people looking to do something similar, anyone working on a big long-term goal, because I know that I've noticed that for all the people that I look up to, we only get to see the polished parts on social media and not so much all of the dirty work or all of the frustrating days. There's not going to be completely polished stuff for these progress blogs, because that's the point. I want to really capture the grit of what this entails. So as of right now, it's almost 6 o'clock. I'm very tired, but what kind of sucks is this is like unfortunately the norm for me at this point. I've been doing this, racking in a 60-hour work week for almost a year, pretty much coming up on a year. I moved here after college last year at this point, and this is what it's taken to make ends meet. I got inspired to do this by a number of things, one of which was Matt Diabella's content. I'll link all of his info and stuff in the description box below. Really admire his work. Something that he said that kind of really pushed me over the edge to actually do this is saying that he wishes that he documented more of his younger years. So I'm hoping that future Sarah, you can look back on this and, you know, feel bad for me. I'm just kidding. One of the things that I try to keep in mind while I'm grinding is I am trying to create the best future possible for a future Sarah, I guess. As much as I'm struggling now on a daily basis, I would really like to not struggle this much at some point. I'm not saying that I'm going to get to a destination or some kind of status where I just, you know, no longer suffer. It is my hope that over time, with more goals achieved under my belt, at least things will be a little easier, you know? So yeah, that was a quick and dirty introduction. So I'm gonna figure this out as I go, and I don't know how documentaries work, but I'm guessing that I'm just going to document